Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here, and here to talk about love and restoration. Yes, a few things come to my mind saying that phrase. There's the song "Restoration has finally come, been restored right to my place in God." Say it one more time. Yeah, from Ruben pretty sure I can't hardly pronounce his last name. Some of you probably, when I said Ruben, some of y'all probably know who I'm talking about. It's hadn't heard anything about him in a while there, but he was on American Idol and had a few albums. I did had the pleasure of listening to them there. The one that sang "I Need an Angel, I'm calling an angel. Send me an angel on down." That song. Another thing that comes to my mind, I think Christina mentioned this. Love and happiness, love and happiness, something that can make you do wrong and make you do right. Hey, love. Then that little bum 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 bum. Love and happiness. Wait a minute, something going wrong. Someone's on the phone. 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, yeah. So that was two things that came to mind. But so anyway. Love and Restoration. This is a movie idea I actually have that I would like. Not as I know it wouldn't be right away, but yeah, like in the future, to do with the Miacle Crew, as well as some. Matter of fact, I have mentioned before that we really want I want us to be able to in general do some independent films and stuff like that together. I know, because I know EJ, definitely like some of the ideals he has there, like this murder mystery he wrote for that for the play reading that where I featured the play reading of Brownie's Rescue Mission on Uranus. So at that same one, he read his a play that he wrote. We acted it out, reading it. I forgot what that title was called, but I know it was a murder. It was a murder mystery, like a whodunit type of thing. If you're watching this video, EJ, put it in the comment section what the name of your of the play you wrote, so people can see it. Yeah, that way, so people can see it, and I can maybe mention it in another video there. But put it in the comment section. And I just realized I didn't. I usually have a shirt under this shirt, but oh well. Guess y'all see Macho Man. Macho Man, yeah. So anyway, ain't gonna worry about that there. Excuse me, but yeah, we definitely want to do movie ideas with one another, like some of BJ's playing, and obviously I got some as well, but sort of mix things up a little bit, because I'm pretty sure me and EJ aren't the only ones that got ideals for putting out there. I'm pretty sure, because I know our new member Jen, aka Chris Godfrey, I know in the interview we had with him, he mentioned about along with his songwriting, he also has dabbled in story writing a little bit. So you never know, he probably might come up with something there. So I'll have to see what comes to mind, what inspiration hits him. Then you never know. Janara might end up coming up with something. I know a lot of what she has at the moment is like fanfic type thing. With Power Rangers and her and Billy. Nothing wrong with that. But you never know. That's the thing, as far as we want to do some Fanfics is good. Don't get me wrong. I like doing fanfics myself because I grew up role playing, but we want to do. We also want to try to get something that can be put out. Of our own creation. That's doesn't that's not not fanfic. Some of our completely of our own creation. 100%. Now it can be inspired from something like Yumiko has a lot of inspiration that it's drawn from, but it's still its own thing. And Supreme Star Striker, it's inspired from Static Shock, but it's still its own thing. Yeah, like that kind of. Yeah, it's something that's its own thing. So with that said, yeah, this is one of the ideals I got in mind. Love and restoration. There's a few other movie ideas I have in mind as well that I'll probably mention in another video. But we're going to focus with love and restoration for this video, just to share with you guys what this is all about here. So this, as you saw, if you hadn't seen it already, definitely check it out. This little the promo video I put up right here. Yeah, if you hadn't seen it already, definitely go check that out. This little short promo video, me and Christina as the man. But now you'll notice in the video that we saw the way we're dressed is pretty much Eric and Ariel. Now Eric and Ariel, yeah, from the AI, because at first when I was making the pictures, when I was just having fun, because a lot of stuff, I start off just kind of having fun with it, like, ooh, I wonder what we look like as that and stuff like that. I just sort of have fun with it, and then in the midst of the fun, inspiration strikes me, like, what if I did this? Yeah, and that's how a lot of my book creations have come about, from things that I kind of dabbled in a lot of time, and also a mix of other things as well mixed in. So in the midst of that, the one thing that came to my mind, there was one in that little promo when you watch it. There's a part like how Ariel is singing to Eric, "Part of your world." So you got Queen Tina in there like Ariel, and me as Eric. I wake up. Of course, I'm a bald-headed Eric. I wake up and look up at her. That's sort of a what if Ariel did not? What if Ariel actually just if Eric instantly got up? Well, he was starting to get up, and he did see Ariel, but then she jumped off before he could fully come to, because his dog Max and his butler showed up. But what if he fully woke up and not only saw Ariel face to face, but even saw that she was a mermaid right then and there, and was like, "Hey, you're a mermaid, and you saved me." Wow. Yeah, be kind of lost for words, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Eric would be pretty impressed, because, like I say, when he did find out she was a mermaid, he didn't have much time to really react right then and there, because then Ursula popped up and like and grabbed Ariel, but he did go after her to save Ariel there. So yeah, obviously that. Yeah, he was just surprised that, oh, you're a mermaid, but not he wasn't like scared or anything. Now Ursula, that's a different story, but yeah, he wasn't scared of Ariel or anything. Just, wow, that's okay. I'd probably be the same way too. Oh, you're a mermaid, baby? Yes. Cool. Be like Beast Boy's reaction to Cyborg. When he said, "Take a good long look. I had an accident. Now I'm a monster, a cyborg." You're a cyborg? Cool. You're like Robot Man 2.0. You're a weird little dude. You know that? You call me dude. Nerd. So, but of course, respect. I just like to say that there. But yeah, all respect to us nerds. I'm one myself. Respect to the nerd and geek community. We must stick together. So anyway, so yeah, with this, the other thing that came to my mind that pretty much sets the premise for what I have in mind for this movie is, remember the movie Splash? Remember how, Tom Hanks, when he found the mermaid, and let me see, so what in the world? Okay, I've been seeing this. Yeah, okay. Now look at this. I got a message, a notification on here. So there's a comment to my the post I made when I dropped the Supergirl review video. There's a comment on here saying I'd be glad to help promote books like this. This is me talking about a movie I went to see that was directed by James Gunn. I'm just sharing my opinion about it. I did not write Supergirl. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't write the Supergirl movie or even a book off of it. That's from James Gunn directing in DC Comics. I do not take credit for that. This is just, I saw this movie and this is what I think about it. So yeah, I'm thinking this got to be like probably a bot. There's no way. Because if this was a real person, yeah, I could see that comment on, like, say, a post about an actual book I wrote, like Yumiko, or like I'm talking about this movie idea right now. I could see a comment post on that, but yeah, that's a bot. That's got to be a bot. There's no way in the world. Because I've seen that same message pop up before on other posts I made. I haven't responded to it yet, but I see, because I was... Yeah, but I see now, like, that's a bot. So anyway, didn't mean to make that interruption, but so from the movie Splash, the inspiration I took from that was how, pretty much just the basic romance between Tom Hanks and Madison, the mermaid there, and them just, being all, antics, and them being all lovey-dovey throughout the movie. And like I say, I know me and Christina, we really enjoyed watching that. How could we not? It's, Tom Hanks and the Mermaid. So let's see, it came out. Let's see, Splash movie. Yeah, there we go. Came out in 1984. Oh, it's in the 80s. Okay, so yeah, so this is so the thing that came to my mind of what I was thinking of doing, to show you a couple of images from it there. That's him with Madison there in her human form with the New York shirt, and then her mermaid form carrying, sort of like some of the pictures I had of holding Christina in mermaid form there. Yeah. So what I had in mind, inspired with that movie, just pretty much the basic romance part. I thought about, and also somewhat of the plot, because there were scientists after her and stuff like that. That was pretty much just trying to get her away from them because they were going to dissect her and stuff. Like, seriously. So what I was thinking of from that was having... Okay, so first off, I'm going to have the movie take place in probably the 70s. I'm thinking, like 1970, probably just 1970. Well, not in that. It's going to start off there, and then it's going to like move up to years later. So, the idea that came to my mind No, it's 1970. You would see my character in the promo. I'm acknowledging this because I know somebody's gonna say something. Uh, I did put in there Joseph and the mermaid's name that was gonna be Christina. That her mermaid name for this movie was gonna be Rachel, and I did tell her about this. And my name was gonna be Joey, short for Joseph. But then I thought about that, and despite the fact that I did put that for there, yeah, and I'm just going to leave it like it is. But I'm clarifying for this video that I'm probably going to change that name for my character to Jake, short for Jacob. The reason why, because I thought about, from the Bible, you have Jacob, who also was known as Israel, the father of the Israelites and all that, the 12 tribes of Israel. And he married Rachel. He also married Leah, but he really loved Rachel. So that's, I was kind of thinking in terms of that. Yeah, Jacob, Queen Tina's Rachel. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking in terms of. Yeah, I do. I like to use some biblical references too, And they say, no shame in my game. They say, hey, I serve the Lord. Ain't no shame in the game in that. So it would start off 1970. You have, let's see, because I was also thinking about, with the whole. I'm not saying this is going to be part of the movie, but I was also thinking about the timeline of Martin Luther King and the that whole segregation thing and all that. And yeah, So yeah, I was trying to kind of go past that a little bit there to after the March on Washington, which was 1963. So I'm gonna say that probably because I'm actually gonna my character's actually so in 1970 he would be a teenager. He would be a teenager, about 15. And I know in Splash, when they did the flashback of Tom Hanks' character, he was probably 10 years old or something like that. So in this case, my character would be about 15 in 1970. And also, I'm also thinking of since it's with the Miacle Crew, I want EJ and Case to be a part of it as well, as my character's siblings there, his actual sibling. Sort of similar to what I'm coming up with for the Wild On series, where in Wild On, my character and EJ's character are adopted by the family of Casey's characters, Hannah, and my character's Johnson, and EJ's character Steven. So Johnson and Steven end up getting adopted by Hannah's family. In this case, my character Jacob, and I'm thinking, let's see. No, I'm not going to name EJ's character Esau. Let's see. Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe not completely sure. Names just yet there, but EJ's character would be when I mentioned about the sibling thing. First thing Christina was talking about, first thing she thought about was well, I guess EJ could be your biological brother for the movie. Okay, so yeah, so unlike Wild On, where we're taken in, or our character's taken in by Casey's family, in this case, she would be taken in by our family, by our parents there. So yeah, so each character, same age difference that we have in real life. Where he'd be 10, cause we were 5 years apart. Yeah, he'd be 10, I'd be 15. Casey's character would obviously the age that she's a year older than me, so 16, and so we'd be. So 1970, it'd be one night. We'd be my character would be standing out. They're on a lake house, sort of like a house by the lake there, and there's a lake out here in Shreveport. 'Cause we do have an area here in Shreveport where there are some houses nearby Cattle Lake and I think also Cross Lake, not too far from where I'm at there. So yeah, it'd be out by like a lake out backyard, standing by the lake there, and he's actually looking for to see if he can find a mermaid there, and EJ's character be with him. He'd be like, "Can we go back and can we just go to bed now?" He's like, "I'm pretty sure one's gonna swim up here." Dude, I don't think a mermaid's gonna show up here. So they get ready. So Casey's character comes out to tell, like, guys, can y'all? It's like, guys, you gotta come inside. If our parents wake up and we're still out here like this, we're gonna be in so much trouble. Like, trouble. It's a school night. So her and Casey and EJ's character go back inside, and just as they're almost inside, Jacob, my character, sees something sparkling in the ocean, and at a glimpse, he thinks, like, it's a mermaid, and rushes out to the lake to jump in. Just as he jumps in, Casey's character spots this. I think I might call her. Now I might say something different when I actually get ready to write this, but I'm just going to say Marcy for right now, and I'll just go on and call EJ's character Derek there for right now. So Marcy looks at it, Jacob. She rushes out. She rushes out there after Jacob has jumped in the lake to go after him. Jacob's underwater, trying to swim, and I'm not really a swimmer in real life. So yeah, Jacob would be kind of trying to struggle to swim out there until turns out there is a mermaid, and when she comes up to him, this is little Rachel. She'll be so, like, just like Christina in real life. She was actually 2 years older than I was. And you know what? I might. I'm trying to think. If I is a I might. I'm kind of debating if they should be teens or young adults, but I think, yeah, I'll stick with them as teenagers for just this brief scene now. So anyway, yeah. So she would be. So just like Queen Tina, she would either be 16 or 17, because Christina had a late birthday in November. That's why. So depending on when this takes, on what part of 1970 this takes place, she'll either be 16 or 17. I would say probably during the summer, so she'd be 16. So he swims out to Rachel. So Rachel comes up to him, and he's able magically he's actually he's okay, and he's able to breathe and everything near her. And then they sort of have this little moment, but the minute she hears a splash from Marcy jumping into the water, she instantly swims away, and really fast, and he swims away really fast, and Marcy ends up getting Jacob out of the water, and he tells her that he saw what he saw, and Marcy's like, I don't think she really believes it at first, but yeah. Also, more so, like, look, let's get back inside before we get in trouble here and get, yeah. So then we cut. So like I said, Jacob's 15. So I'm gonna say about, let's say, if he's 15, about 20 years later, which will be so Splash movie, as they see. So Splash came out originally in 1984. So let's see. So I know that would be 14 years from 1970. Let's see. I'm trying to think. maybe. I was thinking. Okay, so if it maybe if it was 15 years later, because I'm, and the reason I said 20 years at first, because I'm thinking in terms of like me and Queen Tina playing, ourselves as adults there, like how we are now. So, yeah, I probably when we actually get ready to put the movie together, at that point, I know I'd probably be, I'd probably be, let's see, I'm 38 now, so I at least be in my early 40s, somewhere between like 40 and 45, playing the role of someone in their 30s. Let's see, and which that could be possible. Let's see, 1984. No, Eddie Murphy played a Nutty Professor. He was like 35. Sherman Klump was 35, I remember. And let's see, that's 1996. And yeah, I really like. I like the whole idea of keeping up with time, like with time and ages and stuff like that. When I write stuff like, oh my goodness, this picture of Eddie Murphy kind of looks like an AI picture almost. I guess that's his real picture, but it almost looks like an AI altered picture there. Because I mean, look at this. Look at the two pictures. No, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But let's see. So Eddie Murphy was born in 1961. So they did. Let's see. 1961, 81, B20. So Eddie was actually. So he actually was 35 when he did Nutty Professor. Yeah, he was actually 35 at that point, playing a 35-year-old man. So, yeah, okay. But of course, so yeah, obviously I'd be playing, younger than my age there. A lot of us would be. Okay. So, probably, yeah, I guess I would go which one to kind of keep it in the 90s there. So it'd be 1995 actually. So it'd be a little different from these because the Splash movie, took place was released in 1984. So I'm just going to assume that that's when the movie takes place in 1984, maybe 1983. While it was in development, I would say. But yeah, so 83, 84. So excuse me, and probably from because like I say, and that's one thing with the different stuff I've been making recently, like Yumiko series and the others I got in mind to make, and plus this movie idea I'm talking about, because by putting it in the past, like especially during the year that I grew up in and stuff like that, it's a lot easier for me to however much time I need to make the movie and stuff like that. I don't have to worry about, like, if I put it in today's time, I got to try to, put the latest trend and all that there, what's current and stuff like that. Depending on how long it takes to make the movie and stuff like that. So, yeah, yeah, by putting it, staging it back then, yeah, it's a lot easier. Because I automatically know, a lot of what was going on then, growing up. So yeah, 1995, which is, why not, wait, no, take that back, it's 25 years later, yeah. No, wait, wait, because if he's 15 in 1970, okay, so 20 years later, that would be 35, okay. So it'd be 1990. Okay. 1990. So that's pretty close to, because the other one's 84. So, all right, a little closer than I was expecting. So 1990. Beginning of the 90s there. My character, Jacob, I'm trying to think he might have trying to think what he would be doing as far as a profession there. Because I know, let's see, think for his character and everything. maybe I would say a marine biologist to try to look for the mermaid again there. Um, but let's see. I thought yeah, because he might be a bit skeptic about other people uh, intervening. They might try to harm the mermaid if they find the mermaid and stuff like that. So yeah, he might be a little skeptical because obviously if he becomes a marine biologist, he'll end up having a team of people with him, and yeah, he might be a little skeptic about what the motives of his teammates might be there. So yes, so we go yeah. 15. So yeah, 1990. 20 years to pass, and Jacob and Derek, EJ's character, both of them, along with their sister Marcy, run their own their own shop, selling church supplies there, and yep, selling out church supplies. So it'd be like a little independent business of theirs. So yeah, because I was trying. At first, I was thinking in terms of them like being in a warehouse, like in the movie Splash, because he was at a warehouse supplying like produce to different other stores and stuff like that. So, but I thought this would be a little something different. So they selling church supplies, choir robes, Bibles, different things that different churches use there. So with that, seemed like Jacob is not doing doing so well. I would say Derek he probably be in a relationship there, probably with somebody, and say maybe this would make Jacob kind of feel a little left out there. Possibly Marcy might be as well there, but might make Jacob feel kind of left out. And so he would decide. So then eventually, comes over to the lake and stuff like that, just to sort of think about things at a certain point in the movie, and ends up running into Rachel, all grown up like him, who is real happy to see him and everything. And this is what I thought about adding with Rachel's side of the story. Turns out she would be She would actually be hunted down, being hunted by some pirates there who are working with some scientists. So and the thing is, the pirates want the treasures and the magical treasures that these mermaids have. They feel like the mermaids are hiding some really valuable magic treasure, whereas the scientists want to study them. So it's like, hey, we get that treasure, you get your mermaid for whatever it is you scientists are doing. So yeah, so that's kind of a bit of a plot there, and they've been hunting the mermaids down, which in the process, some of the mermaids that's gotten captured have actually, this is it kind of gets a little dark here, have actually died there. And yeah, so this will be a little PG. Try not to go to PG-13, but try to stay within the PG range there. That's pretty much the most of it that will occur as far as making it PG, is because of kind of that the dark side of what happens to the mermaids and stuff like that. And so Rachel, and I think I'm thinking of her having a sister. Two of them might be survivors there, but they've gotten they have gotten I think they have gotten separated there. They separated, and I'm thinking of maybe the sister being played by Janara. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of Janara playing sister because Christina actually said that Janara looked a lot like her. Like she kind of sees Janara as like like her twin there. So okay, yeah, we could look at that there. Be like Rachel's little sister. So as she's searching for her sister she's been separated from, that's she ends up that sort of gives another bit of a plot. So reuniting with Jacob, then reveal tells him what's going on and everything. So she tries to so he tries so yeah, this would be kind of the plot of the movie, trying to help Rachel find her sister, as well as kind of end up having to stay, doing something about these pirates and stuff. And then there's also a chance that there might be other mermaids out there. So there could be still some other mermaid survivors. They've all kind of scattered. That's another thing. They've scattered to make it harder for them to be found and stuff. So that's that's now they're trying to come back together. They're trying to do something about these pirates and stuff so they can come back together, and which could possibly lead to some sequels, possibly. Yeah, so it's a possibility. And but like I said, I do plan for her sister to be found, and maybe maybe her sister reunites with the other mermaids after the pirates are defeated and everything, to kind of help the other mermaids get things back in order and kind of repopulate and stuff there. So yeah, I think that's, and yep, pretty much Jacob and Rachel fall in love and everything, and you pretty much go from there. So that's kind of pretty much what I thought about there. There's a chance that I probably would even have Jen, aka Chris Godfrey, in the movie as well. Probably like as a friend of EJ's character. Maybe like be a scene where or maybe they're shooting hoops at the basketball court or something like that. Maybe having like a discussion while they're playing hoops or something like that. He might even be kind of helping out with the church supply shop there. I have to think of a name for it. I know I can't use Life Away because that's already been used. That's the name of the store that sells church supplies here in Shreveport there. So yeah, probably I think of some other name for the church supply shop. But yeah, he might be helping them out with that there. Yeah, sort of. And since I mentioned that EJ's character has somebody, yeah, this friend of his would probably be somewhat of the playboy kind of, flirting a lot there, kind of a young buck there under all of us, because let's see, because I know like I'm 38, EJ's like 33, so Jen at the moment has just become 28 there, so he's 10 years under me and 5 years under EJ, so he's sort of would count like a young buck there, under all of us there. Yeah, so that would be what I get. So, excuse me. Ooh. So that's what I've come up with there. Basically, me and Queen Tina's being romantic, and her, the mermaid trying to get her home back. You could also say sort of similar to BUBBLELINA with what she's doing in her series that Queen Tina's writing, trying to get her home, the home that she lost back by battling the Sea Witch. More like Sailor Moon meet Mermaid type style. In this case, it's kind of more still fantasy, but you could say somewhat I guess how mermaids, and if you had mermaids in the real world there, and possibly some mermen, like I say, amongst the survivors there, because they're all split up. So yeah, like I say, I'm still kind of working on that there. So So that's something that's going to be in development in the future. Love and restoration, yeah. So, yep. So just wanted to share that with you guys, and hope y'all like what y'all heard about that and everything. And like I say, if you hadn't already seen it, definitely check out that promo video with the pictures and stuff. And definitely like, share, and subscribe. Get our available books, and do be sure to support us on the Patreon, as well as also support the Miacle Crew. We can be able to really get to with these ideals of ours. Yours truly, King Gabe, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, Jen, aka Chris Godfrey, Janara Nellens, and of course EJ the Supreme. And also be sure to hang out with us on Discord and Facebook, and let's sell each other some stuff on that McCary app. And all that said, we will see y'all in the next video or live stream when we get live streams back to going. But as for now, next video. And we'll see you later. Take care, everybody.